Hi and welcome to my reaction of Why I Accept to Be Pirate by Sam O'Neill Academy and Dog Breed Deformities by the same person. Let's get into this.
Hey, little Jimmy. Yeah, what's up? Do you like Pirates of the Caribbean? Yeah, it's alright. So, do you think it'd be fun to be a pirate? Yeah. Well,
No,
guess what? You couldn't be
let me
one.
see fun.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know. At some point, every kid has dreamed about being a swashbuckling, corn shuckling, wife cuckling.
Have you ever thought of being a pirate? I have not. I feel like it would suck. Be a fucking pirate.
Cocksuckling pirate, but trust me when I say it was really not all it's cracked up to be. First, we'll talk about the food. So, one staple of the pirate diet was salted meat, usually wild oxen or pork. And I love jerky as much as the next guy, but this wasn't like a bag of Jack Links. In fact, it was probably closer in texture to your shoes than any meat you've ever eaten. In those days, you couldn't just snap into a Slim Jim. That's a modern luxury that we take for granted. Back then, the slogan was gnaw on a Slim Jim for minutes on end, grinding it between your molars while the gallons of salt turn your mouth into a desert until the mangled hunk of flesh in your mouth is just soft enough to be shoved down your greasy fucking pirate throat without tearing a hole. Another essential food item was known as hardtack. This was essentially just flour and water baked into a cracker-like brick. Beyond the fact that it was totally flavorless, hardtack was also extremely dense, to the point where pirates would often have to slam their fists down on it in order to break it into pieces small enough to fit in their mouth. As long as it was kept dry, hardtack almost never spoiled, although it often became infested with weevils. Excuse me, sir? I'm a vegan, so can I have a new piece? One without any of Mother Nature's beautiful creatures in it? Thanks. Wait a minute, is this gluten free? This better be hemp rope. Nah, but the weevils didn't make you sick or change the taste all that much, so, and this is true, the crew would just eat it in the dark, so that way they couldn't tell if they were eating a normal chunk or a weevily one. Then there's the crowding. So pirate ships typically packed in as many crew members as possible, because more pirates means more manpower when you go to board an enemy ship. Of course, the downside to that is that you're basically like a bunch of hairy, unwashed sardines. Let me illustrate what a typical night below deck was like. So you're sprawled out on the damp, musty wood floor. Everything's pitch black, you can't see a thing. The smell of the filth and the mold forces you to only breathe through your mouth. Suddenly, your left hand feels wet, probably just seawater leaking through the hull. You sniff your hand, nope, no, that's piss. You feel something furry rub up against your elbow. It was either the body of a diseased rat or the beard of your diseased crewmate. Either way, that's probably where the piss came from. Some guy's moaning loudly in the next room. Hopefully he's just jerking off, because if he's dying, that's one more body to deal with in the morning. Rinse and repeat for 8 hours, and then it's daytime. The poor diet and cramped conditions led to disease being a huge problem aboard pirate ships. The most well-known of these diseases is scurvy, where you don't get enough vitamin C. When scurvy first begins, you just kind of feel tired all the time, no big deal. Then you get weird spots on your skin and your gums start bleeding. This progresses until all your teeth fall out and all of your body's mucous membranes start gushing blood and pus, causing you to die. So that's a lot of fun. There were tons of other diseases too. I won't go through them all, but here's a few honorable mentions. Also, some people say that alcoholism is a disease. I might just be disturbed, but that's one sickness I could definitely get down with. If it is a disease, then yeah, just about every pirate had this one. If anything, though, I'd call that one of the few upsides of pirate life. Finally, there's the combat. So you've gone through all these disgusting, horrible living conditions, but at least you can enjoy the thrill of battle, right? Swinging from rope to rope, sword in your mouth, long, intense saber duels, that kind of thing. But that's typically not how it went down. For one thing, when pirates boarded a ship, 9 times out of 10, they'd just surrender immediately. Because what are a bunch of well-groomed merchants going to do against a horde of disgusting barbarians? If the defending ship did
Stab
decide
them.
to fight back, though, the resulting brawl wouldn't be anything like the movies. It'd be way worse, like immediate R rating. Because pirates rely a lot on brutality, both because they don't have much real training, and because it scares the shit out of people. If you were a deckhand on an invaded ship and you were stupid enough to fight back, you wouldn't be dancing around doing flips and shit, none of that. Instead, they'd probably shoot you in the stomach with a flintlock pistol, kick you to the ground, chop off your shoulder blade with a hand axe, gouge out your eyes with a marlin spike, wind your intestines around the prow, and then toss your twitching body overboard. And that's only a slight exaggeration. Honestly, if Jack Sparrow got attacked by actual pirates, he wouldn't last a second. It's kinda like a used car salesman going to prison, like, I'll be fine. If anybody tries intimidating me, I can get out of it with my quick wit and charming personality. Boy, you look real pretty from behind. Oh, wow. I'm boned. So, yeah, in short, if you're thinking about pulling a Captain Phillips anytime soon, I'd advise against it. That's all for today. Till next time, I'm Sam and Ella, and thank you for watching.
Fuck you, Simba. It sucked to be a pirate. We love this reading do animal weaknesses. You know what, we just do these two. Yeah.
Hey kids, let me talk to you about dog breeding. Nowadays, dogs are mostly around just to be a cute companion, right? So breeding has gone from functionality to cuteness. And that's fine, as long as it
Yes, see, you can see all this. Hello. I'm gonna be blocking you guys for something. But, yeah. What I was gonna say is, what is your guys' favorite dog breed? What is it? Come on, tell me. What is it? Tell me. Mine is a pit bull. I love pit bulls. They're fun. They're fun. Super. Not really soft, but they're good. Kind of soft. Not. Also, cats suck.
stays within the bounds of nature. But that's not enough for today's breeder. So, how do you make a dog cuter? Apparently, by giving it disgusting genetic deformities. And chances are, you, the listener, agree with that. You just
No.
don't know you do. Let me show you what I mean. See this? This is a
Yes.
relatively normal dog. Notice
I
the
love that
snout,
dog.
the eyes, the
Looks
shape of the
cute.
head. Not too far gone from the wolves that today's dogs come from.
Hmm.
Now let me take you through some other breeds. First is the Bull Terrier. 100 years ago,
I know what he's gonna say with this, and I hate this dog. It looks like a fucking boomerang.
still look pretty normal, right? Now here's today's version. Jesus, who needs snouts, right? Let's just give it a long, continuous boomerang-shaped head.
Yes. Yeah. It's a fucking boomerang. Kind of shit.
Two tiny holes at the end. Seriously, it looks like Toucan Sam is trying to fit inside a dog costume. And look at its eyes. They're permanently pointed up at the sky as if to say, God, why did you let me become this? Please kill me. Do you guys remember Spuds McKenzie, the old Bud Light mascot?
No,
Well, I just realized why they chose a bull terrier
I
of all
don't.
dogs. It's because he looked like his mom drank nothing but Bud Light for her entire pregnancy. Next up is the pug. I'll probably get some hate for this one, but I don't
Yes, you
care.
will.
They've been bred
Don't you dare disrespect fucking pugs. Pugs are awesome. They are great. Yes, they are. Their noses are all fucked up. They can't really breathe a lot. You can't walk them a lot or play with them when it's super hot outside, or they could die. And yeah.
bred specifically to look like they've been smashed in the goddamn
Oh
face with a
god.
frying pan. And because of this, because of their fact that their skull is shaped like a fucking tuna can, they can barely breathe their whole lives. Ever been around a pug? Constantly, no matter the temperature or the weather, they sit there going, gah, 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 gah. And people think this shit is cute. If my baby came out with a flat nose, hair lip, cylindrical head, and no neck going gah, 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 I'd be like, Jesus fuck, put it back in. It's clearly not done yet. Next is the
Don't know why I find this funny. Got a wiener dog. Yeah, I don't really like wiener dogs. They're weird. They need bigger legs. That's what my problem is. They need bigger legs. Or a shorter body. Or a shorter body and a smaller head. That's either one of those two things have to happen. Bigger legs, shorter body, and shorter head. That's all. That's. I wonder what it would be with a with long legs, short body, small head. I wonder what that would look like.
dachshund. Now there is no excuse for this one. The head's fine, right? But the body, good God. It's got a torso shaped like a goddamn doorstop with those pointless legs just kind of stapled on. Now it's been a little while since I reminded you what a normal dog looks like, so here. Now let me go into Photoshop real quick and do all the changes necessary to make this dog look like a dachshund. Look at that. That's not okay. Why even have legs at this point? Might as well just keep going until it's just a drumstick from the neck down. And there's no reason. It's just one day someone was like, well, people like dogs, and people like ferrets, so why don't we make some chimera abomination halfway in between the two?
Ferrets are good, but that dog, the dachshund or wiener dog, fucking bullshit. Not good doggo. Fucking terrible doggo.
And see what happens. My least favorite breed, though, out of all of them, it's just straight up fucked in every way. A testament to humankind's never ending corruption of the natural world. I'm talking about the
Chihuahua. Yep, I know. I love, and also fuck you, Samanelli. Right? Sam O'Nella Academy. Fuck you, Sam. Chihuahuas are fucking awesome. Of course, some of them can be demons. Most of them are demons. You get the 1 in 1 billion chihuahua that's super nice and kind. The rest are total fucking demons that go on.
Chihuahua. It's like somebody took a normal dog and boiled away every aspect except for anger and neuroticism, leaving this tiny hell creature behind. And this is one of the nicer pictures I could find. Take a look at this.
Oh
One would
god.
call a priest, and we let these things inhabit our homes. This poor woman's gonna wake up with her fucking nose chewed off and just be like, oh, Mr. Wiggles was a little hungry this morning, wasn't he? Meanwhile, the dog's just sitting there like, bloodlust. The only time they're not being needlessly aggressive towards people, it's when they're off pissing, shitting, and vomiting all over their surroundings. And you would think such a small dog would at least produce manageable waste, but much like the creature itself, the small things it does expel are straight up toxic. It's like some of the Chihuahua's pent-up hatred for the mortal plane manifests itself in every dump it takes. I would rather clean up a full-grown man's shit from my floor than wipe up the septic nightmare that is Chihuahua squirts.
I would do the Chihuahua skirts because it's smaller, and I would just cut off my nose. You know what? I'd choose a third option. Run like fucking hell. Or the fourth option, which is make one of my sisters or my father or my mother do it. Because I don't want to fucking do that shit.
The only good thing about owning a Chihuahua is that if it ever gets rabies, it'll be fine, because you won't be able to tell the goddamn difference. It'll still be sitting there, business as usual. So that's my little rant about the monstrosities that live right beneath our noses. I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Well, that was Salmonella Academy. Deformed dog breeds. And what was like to be a pirate. So yeah. I think you can hear it. I don't know if you can or not. But I have a fan right there. A fan. And it's loud as fuck. You can see this is it goes up when I talk, and this is when you hear the video. But yeah, you should be able to hear the fan. If you can't, if I really want to, I just turn me all the way down and whatnot. I am talking. You can't hear now. You can hear now. You can now. You can. And I just released the third devlog for my game. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Yeah. Bye. Have fun. Whatever you're doing. Watching random YouTube videos. Decide to take a poop and watch a video on your phone real quick. Yeah, I think that's about it. Bye. Oh, also talking about, I'll do it. Bye. Have fun.